The first weekend of the 2015 RBS Six Nations Championship was rounded off in Paris. The Scots, under the stewardship of coach Rory Kockott, for the first time in the Six Nations. They made a couple of changes from the side that beat Tonga last time out. Mark Bennett started at 13 for his championship debut alongside Glasgow teammate Finn Russell. The other change saw Euan Murray start in the front row, with Geoff Cross dropping to the bench. After a couple of disappointing seasons in the championship, the French supporters were hoping for a good 2015 campaign. Philippe Saint-André was happy to welcome back captain Thierry Dusautoir, who missed the entire championship last year through injury. Rory Kockott and Camille Lopez were paired together at half-back. Les Bleus temporarily Les Rouges for this one, unusually opting for the red jerseys, having last worn that colour in 1959. France didn't waste much time before putting the first points on the board. Blair Cowan found himself in referee Nigel Owen's bad books, and it gave Lopez a chance to notch his first ever RBS Six Nations points. His kick went over via the upright, and the Stade de France cheered an early 3-0 lead for the home side. 12 minutes in, Scotland restored parity, the referee unhappy with the French scrummage.
Hinging, 1 year down, up.
And Greig Laidlaw, now plying his trade at Gloucester, knocked the resultant penalty over the bar to leave it 3 points apiece. A pretty satisfactory start for Scotland. The French were back in front within a few minutes, again the boot of Lopez doing the damage to make it 6 points to 3. In a game of few try-scoring chances, France edged further ahead 3 minutes before the break when the Scots went offside. The Clermont number 10, Lopez, did the necessary to make it 9-3. France looking for a 16th win from their last 17 against Scotland, and on course for that victory. However, in the final minute of the half, the Scots finally got some reward for what had been a gritty performance. They had a couple of lunges for the line repelled by stout French defence before switching the play. It was a score made in Glasgow, with Warriors Russell, Bennett and Murray all involved before substitute Dougie Fife sprinted over the line for his first ever international try. A big moment for the Edinburgh winger, who had earlier replaced the injured Tommy Seymour, and a vital score for Cotter's men, who were looking for their first win in Paris since 1999. Laidlaw missed the conversion with the last kick of the half. However, the game was a very close one to call, with France 9-8 ahead at the break. 9 minutes into the second period, France were given the chance to add 3 more points to that lead when Fife conceded a penalty for throwing the ball away. A rookie mistake from the try scorer, and it gave France another shot at goal. Lopez made it 4 successful kicks from 4 attempts to leave Saint-André's side 12-8 in front. Midway through the second half, the French maul was causing the Scots defence all sorts of problems, and with the men in red threatening a score, Scottish number 8 John Beattie took the law into his own hands. Unfortunately for him, the law, in the shape of Nigel Owens, spotted the misdemeanour, and Beattie was shown the yellow card.
Amor is going forward, clearly at fast pace, and you took it down in the right.
The danger was cleared, but Scotland were down a man for 10 minutes. 9 minutes from time, France came close to scoring a spectacular try. Tim Visser just missing the interception, and Yoann Huget was away. He drove through Hogg and the try line beckoned, but for a wonderful try-saving tackle by Bennett. Great work from the Scottish centre, who had a fine game overall. However, a couple of minutes from the end, the French were given the chance of an insurance score when a penalty was awarded. Lopez was up to the task with the boot again, and France were 15-8 ahead. It was a hammer blow to the Scots, who had battled bravely but would ultimately come up short. On the plus side for Scotland, it was the first time in the Six Nations that they had held France tryless. As the full-time whistle sounded, it was the home side who celebrated, although coach Saint-André knows his team will need to improve to have serious title ambitions. The French travel to Dublin next time out. Scotland will host Wales at Murrayfield. Final score in Paris: France 15, Scotland 8.